In 1612, England was a country gripped by fear of witchcraft. People believed that witches could curse, harm livestock, and even cause death. The Pendel witch trials took place in this atmosphere of suspicion and superstition. Pendel was a remote and wild area in Lancashire, known for its poverty and strong belief in magic. The trials began after a chance encounter between a young beggar woman, Alison Device, and a peddler named John Law. Alison cursed John after he refused to give her any pins. When John later fell ill, people suspected witchcraft. This incident set in motion a chain of accusations that would have devastating consequences. The authorities took accusations of witchcraft very seriously. They believed that witches were real and posed a danger to society. People accused of witchcraft faced imprisonment, torture, and even death if found guilty. The Pendel witch trials stand out for their large number of accused individuals and the detailed surviving records. These records provide a unique glimpse into the beliefs and fears of 17th century England. At the heart of the Pendel witch trials was a family known as the Demdikes. Old Demdike was a local woman known for her knowledge of herbal remedies and fortune-telling. She lived with her daughter Elizabeth and her grandchildren Alison and James. The Demdikes were poor and relied on begging and the occasional sale of charms and potions to survive. Their neighbours often viewed them with suspicion and fear. When accusations of witchcraft began to surface, the Demdikes became prime suspects. Their reputation and marginalised status made them easy targets in a community already on edge. The arrest of Alison Device, old Demdike's granddaughter after the incident with John Law, further fueled suspicion towards the family. The accusations against the Demdikes quickly escalated, drawing in other individuals and families in the Pendel area. Neighbours accused each other of attending witch meetings, practicing harmful magic, and making pacts with the devil. One notable accusation involved a meeting at Malkin Tower, the Demdikes' home, where those present supposedly feasted and conspired to harm their enemies. This alleged gathering became central to the prosecution's case, painting a picture of a dangerous and organized group of witches operating in Pendel. As fear and paranoia gripped the community, the local authorities began a series of arrests. Over 20 people, including the Demdikes, were imprisoned in Lancaster Castle to await trial. The accused individuals came from various backgrounds, highlighting the widespread fear of witchcraft that permeated all levels of society. The trial of the Pendel witches took place at Lancaster Assizes in August 1612. The trial was a major event, attracting crowds eager to witness the proceedings. Presiding over the trial was Sir Edmund Anderson, a prominent and experienced judge known for his harsh stance against witchcraft. The prosecution presented its case, relying heavily on the testimonies of witnesses, including young children. The accused witches had limited opportunities to defend themselves and faced intense pressure to confess. Some, like Alison Device, cracked under interrogation and provided detailed accounts of their supposed witchcraft activities. The trial relied heavily on spectral evidence, which referred to the ability of a witch's spirit to harm others. Witnesses claimed to have seen the spirits of the accused attacking them or causing mischief. While spectral evidence held weight in the courtroom, it was often based on hearsay, fear, and personal grudges. The Pendel witch trials have become a source of fascination and horror, inspiring countless books, plays, and films. The story of the Pendel witches, with its blend of superstition, betrayal, and tragedy, continues to capture the imagination centuries later. One of the most enduring aspects of the trials is the figure of Alice Nutter. Unlike other accused individuals, Alice came from a wealthy background. This has led to speculation about her involvement in the trials and whether she was targeted due to her social standing or personal vendettas. The Pendel witch trials have also become intertwined with local folklore and legend. Malkin Tower, the supposed meeting place of the witches, is now a popular destination for those interested in the occult and the history of witchcraft. It is crucial to remember that the Pendel witch trials were not just a captivating historical event, but a tragedy that resulted in the imprisonment and death of innocent people. 10 individuals, including Old Demdike, her daughter Elizabeth, and Alice Nutter, were found guilty and hanged for witchcraft. These individuals were victims of a system fueled by fear, superstition, and societal anxieties. Their stories serve as a reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria and the importance of due process and critical thinking. In recent years, there have been calls to pardon the Pendel witches officially. While this gesture cannot undo the injustices of the past, it acknowledges the miscarriage of justice and honors the memory of those wrongly accused and executed. The Pendel witch trials, while shocking in their brutality, marked a turning point in the history of witchcraft beliefs in England. The trials took place during a time of intellectual and scientific change. The rise of rationalism and the questioning of traditional beliefs gradually chipped away at the acceptance of witchcraft as a real and present danger. The use of torture and spectral evidence, once common practices in witchcraft trials, came under increasing scrutiny. Juries became more hesitant to convict based on flimsy evidence or superstitious claims. The last execution for witchcraft in England took place in 1684, signaling a significant shift in public and legal attitudes. However, it is important to note that belief in witchcraft did not disappear overnight. Accusations, though less frequent and less likely to result in executions, continued well into the 18th century. The Pendel witch trials, with their compelling cast of characters and chilling narrative, have captivated writers, artists, and filmmakers for centuries. The trials have inspired numerous works of fiction, non-fiction, and drama, each offering a unique interpretation of the events and their lasting impact. Notable literary works include William Harrison Ainsworth's historical novel The Lancashire Witches from 1849, and Robert Neil's meticulously researched Mist over Pendel from 1951. These books explore the social and political context of the trials, bringing the characters and their motivations to life. The Pendel witch trials have also been the subject of documentaries, television series, and even a musical. These adaptations often use the trials as a lens to examine broader themes of social injustice, religious extremism, and the persecution of the marginalized. The Pendel witch trials, though a dark chapter in human history, offer valuable lessons for contemporary society. By studying events like the Pendel trials, we gain a deeper understanding of the dangers of prejudice, fear-mongering, and the abuse of power. The trials remind us that even in seemingly civilized societies, the forces of superstition, intolerance, and mass hysteria can take hold with devastating consequences. They highlight the fragility of justice and the importance of critical thinking, due process, and the presumption of innocence. By learning from the mistakes of the past, we can strive to create a more just and equitable society, where individuals are not persecuted based on unfounded fears or societal prejudices. The Pendel witch trials serve as a stark reminder of the importance of safeguarding human rights and ensuring that such atrocities never happen again.